From the heart of Philly, this is CBS News Philadelphia. 6 people arrested in a summer kickoff event called off after concerns over safety. The local community impacted by large groups of young people causing potentially dangerous crowd chaos.
Plus, honoring Fanta, a law named after the little girl shot and killed by police, will be introduced today. What it will require for officers across Pennsylvania.
Cooler temperatures to start the day, but keep those shorts, t-shirts ready. We're warming up in a big way later this week. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the news at 7, streaming on CBS News Philadelphia and on Philly 57. I'm Jim Donovan.
And I'm Natasha Brown in for Janelle today. Thank you so much for joining us. But let's first get that next weather forecast. Meteorologist Kate Bilo. Good morning.
Good morning, Natasha. Good morning, Jim. You know, you could not ask for a nicer start to the week if you're down the shore, if you're on vacation this week. June can be a little iffy, right? Down the shore, you get some chilly days, you can get some rain, but this week looks fantastic for folks that are starting off their vacation, and with most of the schools still in session, it's not as crowded as it's going to be in a few weeks. So perfect weather if you're able to be out here walking on the boardwalk. A lot of people riding bikes, going for a run. Low humidity, perfection in Ocean City, and it's pretty great in the city as well. Even if you got to get up and get to school or get to work this morning, there's a nice refreshing breeze. You'll feel it as soon as you step outside. People out and about getting their day started in the Italian market section of the city. And again, a marvelous Monday on tap today. We've got upper 70s for highs, which would make it the coolest day of the month so far. We've been above average every day in June so far. Today maybe a couple degrees below average, but lots of sunshine, a few more clouds in the afternoon, low humidity, and a pleasant breeze. Doesn't get much better than that. 66 in Philly right now. We still have a few 50s out there, but with all that sun this morning, it is warming up quickly. Right near 60 in most of our outlying areas. The Poconos still in the 40s this morning, and a nice breeze from the north and west at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Feels refreshing. It'll cool you off nicely this morning. So we head to the upper 70s today with a mix of sun and clouds in the afternoon. Looks to stay dry. Shower chance in spots tomorrow. I'll tell you where we could see the greatest likelihood of that. And then we start to heat up. 90s. I'll tell you when they get here with the full forecast. Chris, I'll send it over to you. Good morning.
Good morning, and we're still looking at problems around the areas of Delaware on 495 northbound and toward Edgemont Road, and Route 13 still closed down from an overnight accident that happened around 2:30 this morning. Again, we're not finding major delays on the northbound side, but once you get closer to the accident, that's where you're going to start seeing that volume. Right down 95, Route 13 are your alternates for the time being, and we're getting reports this is going to be there for a little bit longer. Also, watch for delays around the PA Turnpike Northeast extension northbound before Quakertown. Reports of a right lane knocked out there. We're also seeing volume still picking up around Route 422 on the eastbound side near Trooper Road, and we're seeing heavy delays around the bypass near 322. Watch for delays on the eastbound side. Jim, over to you.
Thank you, Chris. Another local community has been impacted by large groups of young people causing potentially dangerous situations.
Well, this latest incident happened this weekend in Pennsauken and was swiftly shut down by the mayor. CBS Philadelphia's Waukesha Bailey in the newsroom with the details. Waukesha.
Yeah, good morning, Natasha, Jim. So festival season is in full swing, and officials are keeping a close watch on large crowds who could potentially become unruly. So in the latest incident, a Pennsauken event was interrupted because a fight broke out. Now, police say that they made 6 arrests. So Saturday, the township of Pennsauken hosted its annual summer kickoff event at the soccer complex. Police say the large crowds that started to form were becoming unruly. The event shut down before things got out of hand. 6 people were arrested, 4 adults and 2 juveniles. The mayor of Pennsauken says this behavior will not be tolerated.
Unfortunately, we had an event where we had a large group of people show up to ruin a good time. We knew that maybe there were some other things that have happened somewhere else, and we did our due diligence.
And last week, 12 people were arrested in Gloucester Township after a fight broke out at an event that attracted more than 500 teens. And over Memorial Day weekend, a 15-year-old boy was stabbed in Atlantic City as a result of a fight between teens. And in the same weekend, Wildwood officials declared a state of emergency due to, once again, unruly crowds. Now, officials are stressing they do not want people to live in fear, but be mindful of their surroundings. Joe?
Thank you, Waukesha, for that update. In other news, a 9-year-old boy has died hours after he was pulled from the Tacony Creek in Juniata Park. Police tell us around 6 o'clock last night they received a report of an unresponsive child in the creek along the 1100 block of East Wyoming Avenue. When first responders arrived at the scene, they pulled the boy from the water, rushed him to St. Christopher's Hospital for Children, where he later died. The incident is now under investigation.
A New York City police officer is charged now after investigators say that he shot a man during a road rage incident in Camden County. Investigators say last month Officer Hugh Tran fired his service weapon at a 30-year-old man. That was at the intersection of Route 73 and Cooper Road in Voorhees Township. Tran allegedly left the scene and wasn't found until late last week. He appeared in court in New York on Friday before being extradited to New Jersey. CBS News New York says Tran works in the NYPD's press office and is currently suspended without pay. The victim is still in the hospital. And lawmakers are expected to announce Fanta's law in Sharon Hill, Delaware County today. It will require more training for police officers in Pennsylvania. The legislation is named after 8-year-old Fanta Bilo, who was killed in August of 2021 while leaving a high school football game. 3 officers, believing that someone was shooting at them, fired at a car they mistakenly thought was involved. Bilo was killed. 3 others in the nearby crowd were injured and shot. Last May, the officers were sentenced to 11 months of home confinement, followed by 5 years probation.
The federal gun trial of Hunter Biden enters its second week today in Wilmington, Delaware. Biden's legal team began presenting his defense on Friday, calling his oldest daughter, Naomi Biden, to the stand. She testified about visiting her father at a Los Angeles rehab facility in August of 2018. President's son is accused of lying on a federal application about his drug use to buy a gun. He has pleaded not guilty. Former President Donald Trump is scheduled to be interviewed by New York probation officials today. It's a required step before his July sentencing in his criminal hush money case. Trump will do the interview virtually from his residence in Palm Beach, Florida. Trump's sentencing has been scheduled for July 11th.
Well, President Biden is back in the U.S. after his 5-day visit to France, but he won't be here for long. He then heads to Italy on Wednesday for a G7 meeting with America's allies. This as new CBS News polling shows President Biden and Donald Trump neck and neck in the race for the White House. CBS News correspondent Skylar Henry has more.
Without naming his predecessor, President Biden jabbed at former President Donald Trump during a wreath-laying ceremony at a World War I cemetery in France.
I think it is a measure of a country's support for democratic values that they honor those who've risked their lives and lost their lives. The idea that I'd come to Normandy and not make the short trip here to pay tribute. And it's the same story. Think about it. America showed up.
The former president skipped that same cemetery during a trip to France in 2018 and reportedly afterwards called those who were buried there, quote, losers and suckers. Trump said that never happened.
For me to say suckers and losers about people that died in World War I in front of military people? It's not a possibility you could say a thing like that.
Sunday was Trump's first official campaign rally during a West Coast swing where he saw thunderous crowds since being found guilty in the so-called hush money trial in New York. CBS News confirms he's scheduled to meet via Zoom with his probation officer on Monday from his Mar-a-Lago home. Likely voters say that guilty verdict pales in comparison to other issues like the economy, inflation, and the border.
If Joe Biden truly wanted to sign an executive order to stop the invasion, right now all he needs to do is say, I hereby immediately reinstate every single border policy of a gentleman named Donald J. Trump.
New CBS News polling out Sunday shows the likely rematch between Biden and Trump neck and neck, with the former president ahead by 1% nationally and President Biden ahead by 1% in the battleground states. As for President Biden, he will also make a trip out west for a star-studded event in Los Angeles next Saturday, but not before that G7 trip to Italy. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
A big honor for Forum Philly and its students.
Well, they have been invited to attend the White House Juneteenth concert for the second year in a row. Take a look. This is video from last year when they boarded the buses. The students will leave for Washington, D.C. from Upper Darby at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Juneteenth is a federal holiday celebrated annually on June 19th to mark the end of slavery in the U.S.